everyone. Happy Thursday. We are just like a hot mess here today, but we're going to pull it off anyways. All right. We have lots of visitors with us. We have Love is All You Need going on. It's our first day, so we got all kinds of stuff going on here. Too many things I'm throwing at them, but they are going to get it. So hopefully some of them will come on and talk to us. That's the best part, right? Tell them you want to see them. Tell them you want to know where they're from. Tell them you want to share whatever they want to share about why they're here, or who knows, right? Maybe they're meeting friends here. Maybe they came alone. Who knows? But we'll find out. So with me here is Carmen from
Hi.
Cousins Quilt Shop in Michigan.
Yes.
Tell them about which Michigan, Bel Air and...
We are in Bel Air and Charlevoix.
Yeah, and you are here because why?
I am here because I'm the event coordinator for the Quilting Art Seminar that's held on Mackinac Island every spring. And that event this year runs May 4th through 10th. And since Lisa's one of our guest teachers and I was coming over here for the Love Retreat, we decided to get together and chat about it.
I'm like, yes, let's promote it. Let's fill all these classes.
Yeah.
Let's have fun. Let's get tons of people. So if you do not know, Mackinac Island is in the UP, Upper Michigan, and you have to take a ferry to get there. And it's a very, you know way more about it than I do, but it's a very nostalgic kind of like
Very
set back in
historic,
time.
yeah.
Right?
Very historic.
Horse and buggy.
Horse and buggy, no
Yes.
cars. And when you step off the ferry, we kind of say you're on island time because nothing is hurried. It's all a very relaxed pace. And
I
you
wish I
kind
lived
of-
on island time all the time.
I know.
Oh, I'll
I
get
know.
to it when I get to it. Yeah.
Right. But that's how life goes over there.
Perfect. Someday.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So it is coming up in May. She is taking registrations. Where
Yep.
can they find information right now?
So if you go to our Facebook page, which is the Quilting Art Seminar Mackinac Island, you'll find the registration and the class list pinned at the top of the page, also under the files tab on there. And you can
Print
private
that?
message me, you can print that out and email it to me, or you can call me. All my information is listed.
All right. So you've been open, like registration has been open for a while. How much availability is there in certain classes?
So we have a couple classes that just have like 1 or 2 spaces available. And then we have other classes that have a fair amount of space. So we're still taking the registrations. We'd like to get them in earlier than later because we're planning our gifts and all our things that go along with it.
All the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah, all the
So we'd
swag,
like to have everybody included right from the get-go if we can.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's just so much fun when she does it. And you've been doing this now for how many years?
This is the 13th year for the event, and I have been involved for the last 10.
Yeah. So big thing. Like,
Yes.
yeah, super fun. If you've never been there, it's like I said, it's a neat place to visit, cross off on your bucket list, and it's just fun. And
It is.
I'm going to
fun.
take my bike.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And a lot of the ladies bring their husbands with.
Yeah.
So we'll have, 8 or 10 different husbands floating around, and joining us for meals. So if your spouse comes or you bring a friend with you, they're included in everything.
Or come by yourself.
Or come by yourself.
You'll
Yes.
make a bunch of new friends.
You will. And we also have a couple of ladies that are looking for roommates.
Perfect.
So if you're interested and don't have someone to come with, then get in touch with me and we'll see if we can match up with somebody.
Cool. And we have 5 instructors?
We actually
Or
have
6?
6.
Okay, so tell us about all the instructors.
6. So,
Do you have, I didn't send you that, did I, Kaylee? Oh, crap. All right.
So our first instructor is Stacy Coffey, and she's from Ohio. Here's a picture of the class listing cover page. And I did not print it out in color, but if you choose to, you can do that. We have Stacy Coffey from Ohio, and she's an amazing collage artist. She's going to be offering a 5-day class where you can choose from 3 different subjects to do your collage on. And then she's also doing 2 one-day classes of transferring your own photo into a pattern yourself.
Cool.
So I think there's 2 spaces left in her 5-day class. And her Friday class is full, and so we have added a second one for the pattern design on Saturday the 4th, and there is availability in that one.
Cool. And you don't have any samples of her work here, do you?
I do not have
Okay.
those with
All
me.
right. I just want to make sure we don't forget any of it.
I know.
I know, right?
We know.
We have some samples of people's
We
work.
do.
Yes. All right.
And then our next instructor is Amanda Murphy. And she, if you follow her, she's big on the Bernina machines, and she does a lot of ruler work.
Yes.
On
Carmen told me they're going to haul 15 long arms up to that island. That is incredible.
We're going to have the Q16s in her classroom. We'll have 2 people on each of those machines. And then we'll also have some 7 series machines in the back of the classroom if people would prefer to work on those than the Q machines.
Okay, cool.
So her classes are very popular.
Right. She's a very good instructor,
she's
I
a
heard.
very
Yes,
good
she's a very
instructor.
good instructor.
So I always say, you know, get as much information and knowledge from those instructors as you possibly can. So our next instructor is Susan Cleveland. And Susan is known for her piping hot bindings.
And she's funny.
She is funny. She is a blast.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to hang it. You want to eat by Susan because she's hilarious.
She is a blast. Yes. And lots of award-winning quilts and stuff in Paducah.
That skinny little perfect binding.
Yes.
She mastered that.
She did. Yeah. So she's got lots of great ideas, and she likes to do some of the miniature stuff as well, and the big stitch. And so we have quite a variety of her classes. People will
lots
love that.
to choose from.
And this is actually her 3rd trip to the island with us as a teacher. And she loves the island.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll find
I do too.
her.
This will be my 3rd trip too.
Will it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Very cool. Yeah. So, our next instructor is Corey Turner-Goodart. And I actually have some of Corey's samples. She sent samples for me here to the Primitive Gatherings because I was going to be here and we wanted to have some stuff to show you live. So this is one of her aprons for her apron class. And she does all the fine little embroidery on here. And her work is absolutely beautiful.
It is. It's stunning. If you like to hand stitch, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah. And she does very simplistic machine sewing. So, I mean, this is just like a big rectangle, but the focus is actually on the hand stitching here on the design.
Here, do I need to model it for you?
Yes, please model.
Right, so it's one of these, right?
It is.
Cool. Corey, you're not getting this back. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. And she also, because she sent this one as well. This is another one of the same apron.
Oh, okay. A little shorter.
A little shorter.
Denim.
And
a little bit more durable.
Yep. But this one, she also has buttons on. So if you want it even shorter, you can bring it up from the back and button it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So then it's just a tiny little pocket one right in front of you. So yeah.
And Corey's known for all her little writing and her little.
Her writing is amazing.
Yeah. So you have some other quilts from her too.
I do. So this is another one of her classes. And this is just a little organizer that hangs on your wall. Again, she's done the stitching and then the clip. You can put whatever you want on the little clip. And
like your kids' artwork.
Right.
Yeah.
And she's got it hung on a little old ruler with a wire. It's absolutely adorable. She does a lot with lettering. And so this is a new piece. I don't think this one has been released anywhere yet. I think it will be first featured at the Mackinac Island event.
Cool.
But it's very, very cool.
I want to make it.
I know.
So show her, like, can you come up close on this? So Corey designs fabric, and she has a lot of writing on her fabrics, and it's super cool. You see that? Yeah.
So this is one of her kits that she sent me just so that we could play with it a little bit ahead of time. And she designs for Wyndham Fabrics. And this is her whole collection of fabrics. So she has one book, and I think Lisa,
so if one of my classes doesn't fill up, can I just like
you could
right?
So this is Corey's book, and I think you shared this last week.
Yep.
But I did see that Lisa's got a few of the copies of these books over left in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure Corey will be bringing some to the island, but this has all these designs in it, except for the little sampler of
that's
wording.
new.
That's brand
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
And I know she'll have each of these as individual patterns for her classes.
Okay.
So,
And if you really want to know a little bit more about Corey, I had her on one of my lives. I don't know when it was, but maybe Kaylee, can you put that link to that YouTube video when Corey came on? She actually, you get to meet her and talk to her, and she's just like a young mother, and just I love it because
very
she's the next
sweet.
generation, right?
Right.
She's not our
Right.
age.
I know.
She's the next generation. So
Yeah.
we love that about that, and we want to encourage them, and we want them to keep creating and run businesses in the needle arts.
We do.
Yes,
for sure.
we want to encourage that, and we want to get her classes full so she can have lots of classes. So we want to talk a little bit more about her today, and that's why we're showing her project.
Showing all her little projects. She has a small shop, I believe.
Yes, she's out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Called Olive Grace Studios. So you can go online and look at her samples and stuff in the store.
I'm sure she'll
she
probably have
does all her
Instagram too.
She does all her own kitting, and she is going to be vending for us at Mackinac as well.
Cool.
So that's very
Oh
cool.
my God, that's like, I stayed up way too late last night and I can't read that. Not my fault.
Okay, so let's talk about your classes.
Oh, okay. You want to do this one first?
Oh, yes, let's do this
All right.
one first.
Save
This,
not the best for last, but
yeah, we know. So this
the one I know
quilt-
the most about.
This quilt is called Garden Party, and it's our 3-way machine applique sample. My friend Carolyn Carolyn Minard will be teaching this at Mackinac, and it's actually turned under and then machine stitched.
It's the teeniest, tiniest little zigzag I've ever seen in my whole life.
So she teaches 3 different ways to do the machine applique, and then you can choose which is your favorite and continue working on the quilt.
You're going to need like a 2.5 reader to do this.
And we have magnifying glasses for everybody. You can choose to do like one block and finish it into a pillow, or you can go ahead and do the quilt.
Circles are perfect.
And she has incorporated a little wool into this. She gave it a little bit of texture by doing the wool, which are hand dyed by her as well.
Look who showed up. Who won the bet, Peggy? Time? Oh my gosh. Look at that. We're talking about the Mackinac retreat. Darcy's going to the Mackinac retreat too.
Yeah.
Darcy's going to have your own posse.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, can you tell us the name of the retreat center?
Where is it at?
It's going to be held at Mission Point Resort.
So that's one of the big hotels there.
It is one of the big hotels, and it's kind of out on the northeast side of the island, kind of around the corner. It's set up. They actually have a conference center there, and the conference center is set up. They have an atrium in the center, and then they have the classrooms all around the outside edge.
Mm.
So it's very, very conducive to the event that we do.
So we're all kind of together, but not.
We are.
Yeah,
We're all kind of together, and there's a lot of interaction between the classrooms and stuff, which we didn't have at the other venue. And it's very nice.
Good. I'm looking forward to being at a different place.
Yeah.
Darcy stayed there with her family this summer, and she said it was awesome.
Yeah. It is. It's very nice.
So there's that piping hot binding.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh.
See that? You know how hard that is? That's hard. See, look at that.
Nubbin does this on lots of her quilts.
You know what I do? I stem stitch with number 5.
Right in that.
I'll stem stitch that.
stitch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
I've done
very
that a
cool.
couple times because I can't do this. So I'm jealous.
Okay.
But maybe
right.
I'll have to hang around with Susan and find out how to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, because every time I try, I'm like, that's what mine looks like. So there's got to be
you
some
sew
trick.
very fast.
There's got to be some trick. A little fast. I probably can't slow down enough to get it perfect. Right?
Yeah,
All right. All right. We have Val's classes too.
we do.
All right.
So our friend Val Creger, from Vegas area, and she did the Meet Me in the Garden stitch along with you.
Yep.
Last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's probably 2 years now.
Yeah.
Time flies so
I
fast.
know. So Val is going to be teaching a 3-day mystery class. And then she's also going to be doing a snail's trail class, and then this log cabin class.
Are these ruler driven?
They are. They're from the Creative Grids rulers.
So you might already have some of these rulers.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there's a
It's a heart. Sorry.
I thought it was a
There's a
I
heart.
was trying to see it. There you
There
go.
it is.
There you go.
There's the heart. If I would do this, I would not do. I would do this all pink. Those two.
This is very, very pretty. It's very old fashioned.
Very old fashioned. Yes.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah. And then this one, we can't wait to do this as a class, so then we can do it as our quilt along. We're going to do a little quilt along with this too. Here at Primitive
This is
Cabin.
the snail's trail.
This is flannel.
Very
Perfect for the
nice.
island. Look at how great
That
that is.
actually matches the colors in Mission Point.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've
It
never been there,
does.
so I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Very cool.
Very, very
So
nice.
those are two of Val's classes. Is there more?
And then she has the 3-day mystery class.
Oh, okay. That we can't
Yeah.
tell you what it is because
We
it's a
can't.
mystery.
It is.
You just
It
have to
is.
figure out what color fabric you want.
And
right?
Val's an excellent teacher. It's just a 3-color quilt. for
Val's
the
been
mystery.
teaching forever. Like everybody that is a quilter in Vegas has probably taken a class from Val.
Probably.
That's how.
and
She's
you-
on right now.
She's on.
Commenting,
And
telling
hi,
me that I
Val.
would too, but it's just one question of how to set that log cabin.
Oh, okay. All right. You can do whatever you want.
and Val is great for beginners. So I know
Yes.
I've had a lot of beginners contact and say or comment on our feed.
Oh, I could
and
never do
say-
that.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And say I could never do
Yes,
that.
I
This is
agree.
way-
Val is a great
way
beginner
above
teacher.
me, and we get that a lot for our event, and I wouldn't hesitate at all to put a beginner in one of Val's classes.
For sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's that well-rounded and that thorough,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
she will guide you and make sure you're successful. So don't be afraid to come, whatever your skill level is,
Right.
whatever your skill.
And the classes with Corey too.
Yeah.
Excellent beginning stitching
Every one of
classes.
mine is beginner friendly as
Yeah,
well.
Every one of Lisa's
Every one of
is
mine
too.
is too. Yep.
Yep.
Beginner friendly, or even if you've quilted forever, I might teach a different technique that you haven't done yet.
Right.
So we'll show you all those
Yeah.
coming up next too.
Yeah.
All right. So mine.
Any other
are-
questions?
Did we get everybody? I don't want to forget anybody. Yeah, we got everybody. Okay. My stuff is right here.
Oh.
Okay. So let's start off with the biggest one. There you go. Diane is helping me over here. You can't really see her, but she's helping me. There's Diane. Say hi. Diane,
Hi.
where are you from?
I'm from Painesville, Minnesota.
All right. Welcome. She didn't know that she's going to have a job today. But... All right. So this is one of the classes. Can I just talk?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is one of my classes that I wanted to do because so many people are afraid of half square triangles. And this is just all 4 patches. So it's 2 half square triangles and 2 solid. And it's done in this ombre configuration here on the quilt. And then with this panel in here. So it's a great opportunity to learn a really nice size half square triangle, 1.5 finished. So it's not too big and they're not too tiny. It's like the perfect size. And then the second part of the class, which is kind of a bonus, is I'll teach you how to stem stitch, how I do those big stitches on those panels as well.
But don't feel like you have to
Right.
do the stem
It'll look
stitch.
totally gorgeous
Right.
unstitched too. And I'm going to give you the option to do Dear Santa as well. And we're going to, Madeline and I are going to whip up another sample. Santa's already stitched. We just have to do the half square triangles in the red
Cool.
version. And we're just going to scrap that one. We're not
Yeah.
going to do an ombre. We're just going to scrap that one just to show you that there's a lot of different ways to do some of this stuff.
That's very cool.
Right. And just because you do it one way one time doesn't mean I don't usually make things twice, but if I do, I like to twerk it a little bit.
Change
So
them
I'm
up.
going to
Yeah.
change it up.
Yeah.
All right. So then this one, I think we're calling this Spring at Mission Point.
Oh.
Okay. So this is lilacs and a
And this
robin.
Blue background.
Yeah,
is
this
beautiful.
blue, if you ride like through like the shores of Michigan and they have those big wraparound porches, they
Yes.
always paint their roofs this color.
They do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's why I picked this beautiful blue background for this. Well, it's always the opposite of what you think. Right.
I noticed that. Scooting in or scooting
Yeah,
out.
scooting in, scooting out. So this is a fun wool applique project that I'm doing. And then I'm going to do quote unquote rug hooking, only the cheater way. So I did this in 2 days, which really is quite fast for a rug hooking project. But I punch with a big punch and wool strips, just kind of the same way I do the punch needle embroidery with floss, only I'm using wool strips. I've seen a lot of this done with yarn, but I don't really care for that look. I like the traditional rug hooking look, so that's why I never gave up trying to do this, and it turns out
It's
really
very
nice.
cool.
And it's almost finished. I got to find my rug tape to seal off. I whipped the edge here. Now I just have to get the tape and miter that to cover this edge here, and then it will be done. But that is the rug punch, and we will have kits for that. And then I wanted to do a mini that was cool, but not over the top. So I don't care if you've never quilted in your life. If you know how to run a sewing machine, I can show you how to make this, and you're going to be successful because of our triangle paper. So we're going to sew on paper. We're going to cut it apart. We're going to press those half square triangles. We're going to tear the paper off, and then we sew it into the blocks or into the quilt. It's not like foundation piecing or paper piecing because that paper stays in. This comes out before you sew it together. So that's why it's a little bit different. And
those little half squares look like they're about 3/4.
3/4.
Yeah.
These are halves.
Yeah.
And then I'll even show you my trick for when one doesn't match up. That's the
Oh, we
secret.
have
I'll
a
show you how to make it match up. You're all gonna roll your eyes at me when you see it. Did you see it?
No, I don't have my glasses on.
All right. Got to come to class and I'll show you.
Yeah.
You only get the secrets if you come to class. And then
Oh, I love
this one.
So
You know I'm all obsessed about this quilt right now, and I wanted to do it in a punch needle, and this punch needle is just so amazing. I could see this done in cross stitch as well, but again, super cool. We'll have the boards available for you if you want to pre-order one of those. Maybe I can bring them with me, or we'll ship them to you ahead, or however that looks. But we'll get our stuff together. I'll get all my supply list to you now that I got everything done, and plenty of time before May. And that was a lot of stuff. And I have to do new designs. I don't I'm like, oh, but I want to use my new fabric, or I want to use a new design.
So as we get the supply lists out, I'll post them on the Facebook page there, and then I'll email them as well to each of the students, the ones they need.
I know some of you are asking, yes, they will all be available to the public after the event. Just like these girls here are testing our patterns that we were doing for Love Is All You Need. They'll probably be more polished than the ones I've given these girls today. But yeah, I just want to make sure everything is good before it goes out to the masses. Yeah, because we want to do the best we can at those patterns.
So on those supply lists, I usually give them an option if there's things they want to pre-order.
Okay,
so read down through those, and then they can get back.
I didn't want to put them out though until I talked to you, because you and I talked together, and I think we were going to work together on some of those things.
We were.
You were going to bring some things, and I wasn't. So I want to make sure that I got that right with her. Because, we're always conniving together as shop owners of like, okay, well, why don't you bring that? You kit that if you got that fabric, and I'll do this and you do that. So that's why I didn't do it yet, because I want to talk to you about that so I didn't screw it up. Yeah. So if you have any questions, again, about the Mackinac Needlework Seminar,
Quilting Art
Seminar. All right. Yeah, there's way too many words for me.
Yeah.
All right. Facebook page.
Page,
and
my phone number.
This is Carmen. She can answer any of your questions and get you figured out.
Yeah.
And come have fun with us, because it's spring. We want to get out of Dodge and do something. Yeah. And I can't think of a better place.
No, it's really a great place.
It would be better if it was, 80 degrees, but we couldn't afford it then.
Right.
Yeah, it would be too much money. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's all, I think.
Okay. Thanks for coming
all
on.
Right. Thank you, Lisa.
Yep. All right. So we're going to clear some of this stuff out of here. Let me grab it. And I'll make these girls sitting over here help me do some announcements and work with them.
Go.
All right. So pull some of these out. Okay. All right. So let's meet some of my people that we have hanging out for who wants to be the least shy and come and sit by me. Come on, Candy.
Okay.
Come on over here.
Okay.
We had a nice chit chat last night.
We
didn't
did. Yes, we did.
Yeah,
We
All
did.
right. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am from Florida. I'm here to experience the gathering, and so far, so good.
You've only been here less than a day, though, right?
Yes. But I'm so happy to be here.
Good.
Thank you.
We're glad you are here.
Yes.
Yes, and we are going to have some fun.
We
and
are.
we're gonna hang out.
We
and-
are.
Yeah, these ladies were up until 3:30 last night. About 1:30, I'm like, are you guys
Yeah.
still up?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why my eyes are like sandpaper right now.
Not my fault. No.
And
No.
just it's only going to be worse tonight when Darcy's.
Oh, that's not
She never wants to sleep.
not good.
All right, and she brought us what kind of oranges were those again?
Baby honey bell oranges straight from Florida.
So good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So I mean,
A
oh,
treat.
Yes, it's
Yes.
just like better than candy.
Yes, I
Better than
agree with
candy.
that.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like tasting freshness.
Oh, it is so.
We don't get those fresh
No,
oranges
that's
here.
why I
No.
brought them.
That was so nice of you. I really
Yes.
appreciate that.
Yes.
All right, anything else you want to share with us?
Can I?
Yeah.
I am also here to celebrate my 20th cancerversary.
No.
I wanted to do a big trip this year to celebrate, and so I'm here. I'm here. I'm not.
And she came by herself.
I did, and I'm not cancer free.
Did you make any friends yet?
No, I haven't.
Not
I'm
at all.
so, they're so shy, and I'm so
Is there a bunch
shy.
of bitches hanging out here or no?
Well, I'm not going to say anything because I still need to make friends. So I'm not going to say.
You're
a
going to
word.
have so many friends by the time you go home.
Yes, I already have
I
18,
know.
19, 20 of them.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad to have you here.
I'll be
Can't
back.
wait for the rest of the weekend.
I can't either.
All right.
The fun has just begun.
Okay, so
Thank
why
you.
don't you show one of my samples? So shortly after today, we're going to do a comment. So, and it's almost going to be all on spring. And Jessica has brought me down some of the samples. So you're going to see these again, but I thought maybe you could pick one of these that you like and you can show off and say, see us on Comment Sold after.
Okay. This is. Oh, I like this.
Ooh, and this is
So-
part of this one.
Oh,
So
okay.
these will go together. So if you need a little Easter fun, these are two projects that are all in one. And I
Let's
think,
see.
if I remember correctly, this went with it too.
Oh, cute. It is.
Okay, so this is
Yes,
a
happy
this is
Easter.
a three-piece set.
Super cute.
And again, this fits on that board, that like 12-inch
The-
board that we always have, that easel. All right, so if you want to take these and just go plunk them over
Right.
in that bin right
Thank you,
there, so I
Lisa.
remember to bring them back. All right, who's next? Who wants to come and say hi and show off one of our things and talk a little bit about what's going on here?
Just start picking them. Yeah.
Anybody? Come on. Don't be so shy.
Can I show what we're
You
doing
can show
today?
whatever you want. No rules. They want to see whatever you want to tell them.
You're such a good.
I wish I could read these comments, but I'm not close enough.
I can't read.
I
Hey,
know, but-
Heidi, how are you? Nice to see you, girl.
Woohoo, look at you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have to teach a thing. Just go see Barb.
So
Can you see
I'm
that better?
Yeah,
so
perfect.
excited to be here. Obviously, always fun, Lisa.
Yes, I love it.
And-
You come a lot.
Here we go.
So this is called Loads of Love. Can somebody grab mine right there?
The
Okay.
done one is.
I'll show
super
you the done
cute.
one because I just got it
cute.
done this morning. All right, so there it is.
Isn't
I
that
had fun
pretty?
filling in the hearts. So this is 5-weight for lettering. Thick lettering 5-weight works so good. And I didn't have 5-weight in this color, so I just doubled the 8 to fill
That'll
that
work.
heart in. And you could do so, I mean, you could do a lot of things with this. I know I have lots of people out there that are super duper talented and can make bullion knots, like white bullion knots around all these hearts. Do it. And I can't wait to see it because this is a super cool
Oh,
pillow.
this is went together
Yes.
real
You
fast
can put
already.
some words on
Oh,
some
yeah.
of it. Yeah.
You could
This
do
is a
it.
super fast stitch.
Yep, and it was a good, easy cutout.
Good.
So nice
Good.
hair. So
And you didn't
thank
find anything wrong with it yet, huh?
Not yet.
And Barb's from Rhinelander,
Oh,
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
All right. Who's next? Come on, don't be shy.
Come on down.
Come on down. You win the next prize.
Thank you.
All right.
My name is Lori. I'm from Illinois. I came by myself,
Good.
and I wanted to do this for a long time, and so here
you
I
are.
am.
Awesome. You
Yes.
just breezed through the door this morning, though, so I didn't get to hang out with you last night.
Yes,
right?
I got up at 20 to 4 this morning and drove 4 hours to get here. So
Okay. You didn't have any snow, right?
a little bit, but not bad.
Not too bad.
Not bad at all. No.
All right. So,
no,
what do
it
you
was
want to
very-
accomplish when you're here this weekend?
Oh, just
What is your main
experience the whole thing.
Just soak it all up?
Yeah, soak it all in. Yes,
All right.
yes. It's the
Okay.
first time I've ever done a retreat, and I've only been quilting for like maybe 3 years.
Woo!
So
Awesome.
I've got some good projects that
You're
I've
in a
been
good
working on.
place.
Yes,
Yes,
I
you're in a
know,
good place.
I know,
You're in
I
a
know.
good
I
place.
came right to the best, right to the top. So.
All right. Do you want to show one of my samples, my spring
Sure,
samples?
sure.
All right. Pick it up and show it. This will be on Comment Sold. We'll be selling kits and patterns. This is a little banner, super little Easter bunny. I'm trying to be ahead. Did you notice it? I'm trying to be
Yeah.
like, instead of Easter, like a week before, look at, I'm over a month ahead. So I'm like,
Uh-huh.
let's do spring now
Yeah.
instead.
Those are quick projects. They can get them done.
Right, you
Yeah.
can get this done today for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah, that's really
All
cute.
right. If you want to
Very
just drop
cute.
it in that bucket on the
Sure.
way out.
Drop it in the bucket.
Come on, Michelle. Come on.
Come on, Michelle. Peer pressure.
Come around this way.
Go,
A
Michelle.
little backstory about Michelle. She arrived a little late last night. She was driving in a storm from Minnesota.
Ooh, you brought
All
this.
right.
Thank you.
And we had to go get her a little something to ease her nerves.
Yeah.
I won't say what it was.
Yeah. So I was one of those up till 3:30.
Yeah, she got her about what, 10? About 10.
It's probably almost a little time for a little hair of the dog. That's the kind of retreat it is. Anyways, I'm super glad to be here. I was supposed to be here with a group of friends last year, and I
Okay.
got COVID after my retreat. So,
Oh. So
Yeah,
you
this is
tell
a-
us what you do. So I said you're from Minnesota, but where?
yep. So I live in South Central Minnesota. I raise dairy goats, and I have a YouTube channel, Farm Girl Dry Goods, and I
Oh.
have a shop.
I just thought of something. Girls, you know that goat you got that does
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
That's really a sheep.
It is a sheep.
It's a sheep.
Yeah.
nose.
They are. Now that you say
Yeah.
that.
It's a sheep.
Just so you know. Michelle,
I
correct
think it
me.
burst everybody's bubble.
That is a sheep. That is not a
Is
goat.
it like a lamb ramp or something like that? I don't know. What's
I have the
name of
same one.
company? It says
Yeah.
goat on the package.
Right. Well, they don't know their
I guess they
bleat.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really a bleat.
Well, that's just what Michelle says. I don't know. Who
It's
knows?
true. It's true. It's true. I promise.
All right. So back to the real.
So anyway, so I'm super glad to be here, and the project is awesome. I'm making a king size quilt, and I left home on my 26th wedding anniversary to be here. Drove through a blizzard. Yeah. And I met some friends. I came by myself, but I met friends here. So
Yeah.
there's always friends to be made at a
And
retreat.
you tell us what you do, though. What you do. You do retreats, but tell us a little bit more about that. What kind of retreats?
So I do cross stitch retreats, and I usually have a designer. I do them in Amana, Iowa. It's a 3-day retreat. We always have like an exclusive
What time of year?
project. I do it twice a year. I do one in May and one in October.
Like
fall.
if somebody wanted to go on one of those retreats, where would they find the
Oh,
information?
At my website, thank
Okay.
you, farmgirldragonshop.com.
You gotta promote yourself. Gotta promote yourself.
I appreciate it.
And that's why we're here, right? We want to, as women, embrace each other and help each other and shine light on everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
All
For
right.
sure. And there's so many great, amazing people here, and it's so
It
fun.
is.
And
We
you're
are
so
gonna have-
amazing and
Aw.
accommodating and a great hostess.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Alright.
beautiful place.
All right.
Like it's a big, huge deal to do something like this, and it's just the whole place is.
What did you say to me last night?
I was like, I told you that
Yeah.
it takes some serious guts.
She
to
goes,
do
"You
something.
got some guts." Corey."
You can see it from the highway when you pull off the highway. It's amazing. I was like, is that a Menards? What is that? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's Primitive Gatherings. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a huge complex, and it's amazing. And this is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. This is a big, huge deal. It's awesome.
Yeah, and you know that saying about your dream: if it's not big enough, if it's not scary, it's not big enough. Well,
Yeah.
this one was definitely
Yeah,
scary. Yeah, it was definitely scary.
I get a little anxiety
You
for
get to show my
All right.
tulip. All right, Tulip Festival. We are going to be selling these on Comment Sold after. Get your tulip on. That's my favorite spring flower.
So pretty.
Anything else you want to say? Did you say your
I didn't
website?
want to say anything.
Did you say your website again?
Farm Girl Dry Goods Shop.
Farm Girl Dry
Dry
Goods
Shop.com.
Shop.com.
Yep, and we're just about to head to the National Needlework Market, which is
Yes.
it's like Christmas for cross stitchers. I don't know which camera.
That one.
That one. So yeah, so National Needlework Market. So we're gonna have hundreds of new releases from all the cross stitch designers. That weekend, it's a cash and carry market
So
for shops
give
only.
a newbie a little advice.
Yes, Lisa.
How do I know like what to buy and how much to buy? Just buy my favorites?
It's if you love it, most of the time your customer base is going to love it too if it's your aesthetic, but there's not a booth that you're not going to find something to love. It's really amazing. They do it in NPC suites, and the designers come and set up a shop in their rooms, in the
Right.
front of their rooms, and you go in, you can purchase all of the charts and everything there, and then the shops bring it back, and they usually have like all the cross stitch shops have big market days after.
Cool.
It's really a huge deal. You go and get fabrics and linens and charts, and you're gonna love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. All right, come on, Dot. Diana, you coming on? Diana, you coming on? You got a couple minutes to figure it out. Don't be chicken. They want to see you.
Hey, girl.
Okay. All right. Hey, girlfriend.
3:30. It wasn't my fault, just so you know. The 3:30 thing
Can
last
somebody
night.
bring me one of her things that she made for us?
Oh yeah, yeah, an
Underneath?
exclusive.
Underneath. There
How are you
go.
guys?
Thank you.
Love y'all. Miss you. Love this woman too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's
I
my-
got to show you something. All right. Okay. So this is some of the swag that they got me here. Okay. So this is
Both of my hair.
Denise made the pouch.
Yep.
All
You
right.
picked
Because
the
that's what
fabric.
you do. How many do you do? Like,
I am Dot Goose Design. If y'all don't know who I am, I sell on Etsy, and thanks to Lisa, she lets me come here and make bags for her and retreats, and I also make bags on Etsy, and I made over 35,000 bags in 5 years. So, mhm.
cool. Yeah. She's amazing. Like I couldn't
Thank
I
you.
couldn't do that. Just,
You're so
just
sweet.
like
Yeah, bag after bag,
bag after
same
bag. Can
same
you just-
size.
Can you do some half square triangles across
Sure,
the back?
I could. Yeah, you just whip them up, and I'll put them in there.
All right. So one of the things that they're getting, Terry
Yeah,
and
from the
I,
Day
which
Up
is the
Design.
graphic designer, is this sticker page here for Love Is All You Need.
Mhm.
And guess what? I ordered some extra. So if you want to place an order on our website today, any order over $100, we're going to give you a free sticker while supplies last. Now, I did do a couple hundred more, so it's not like
Okay.
I did 30. So I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
I like the
trick
pink
you.
one. I like that pink
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
This
she's
is my
like-
favorite.
You put that on your water bottle last
did.
night.
I did.
So we got the little
Matches.
gnome that I just did. Here's a block from the
Yep.
the quilt that we're making. Here's a little saying, and of course our truck here.
Yep.
That Terry did.
Yep.
So that's some of the things that they got in their swag bag from
Yep.
us from Primitive Gatherings.
Yep. Yep. So
All right. What
I
else you wanna talk about?
want to talk a little bit about my bags that
Yes.
are on my Etsy page
Right now.
right this minute.
Dot
They are-
goose
yep.
dot com.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, it's on Etsy.
Etsy dot
Etsy.
goose.
Yeah, dot goose design.
Okay.
Yep, that's me. So
You don't have
and
to do a .com for Etsy. It's just
I don't know.
no. You just
Do you?
goose.
Oh, it's a dot goose.
Yeah,
Okay.
Search goose.
Okay.
And then heart it. So when she posts new stuff, it'll
Yep.
show up
And
in
then
your
and then you'll see me. So I have it online right now. I have Snowman Cottage. There's this one, which is very popular because everybody loves snowman.
snowman for sure.
Everybody loves the
Even
snowman.
though we got ripped off this year.
well,
right,
we got a
Heights?
little bit of snow last
Bad.
night.
Yeah.
did
We got
last
some
night.
snow for candy.
Yeah.
It snowed about this much for
Yeah.
candy.
Well, it sold a lot for Michelle when she was on her way here. Snow driving in a
Ooh,
blizzard.
what's this one?
And this one is Winter Village. So put that on there. It's
Are
really
these
cute.
a certain
Again,
designer or anything? or-
I don't remember who the designers
Okay.
are. My favorite designer is Teresa Kogut. Love her fabric. Of course. I love Teresa. I have
Teresa's
some really
awesome.
I have some really cool Easter ones coming up with Easter rabbits and really cool flowers and stuff.
Yeah, Teresa's got the best fabric for
Mhm,
bags.
she does. And
Her
then-
artwork is amazing.
Yep. And she's going to be here again in October. So if you want to come to Teresa's retreat and see Lisa's primitive gathering, call her right away.
Peggy.
Yep. Call Peggy. Get on the phone right
Peggy
away.
or Lori.
Yep. And get on there and then stay here because we stay up till at least midnight. We stay up at least till midnight, right?
Yeah.
And then this bag I have on there.
Oh, for Valentine's.
Yeah,
No,
for
me.
Val. Nomies. And then this one with the lovebirds.
Yeah. So if you need project bags, I'm always using project bags.
Yeah,
So
they're $28. I pay for shipping. $28, and then I have some stuff with a like a
needle
pal.
case,
Yeah, like a needle case. The set's
some
like 40 bucks.
accessories.
Yes, exactly. And I use your wool for the
Okay.
heart that I put on the inside of the pal.
Cute.
It is fun. Yeah, it is.
All right. Anything
So-
else? Anything else happening? or-
No, that's pretty much
No?
it. No,
Okay.
staying here
Are
till
you gonna take a
midnight.
nap today?
No, no naps today. No, we're not taking
I
naps.
might.
This is all about getting stuff done. I want to do that truck. I want to do the quilt. I want to do the heart. I want to do the painting. I want to do.
We're not leaving. We're no field trip this one.
No, we don't need to. We can just stay here. It's just like Disney.
Right. Everything you need is right here.
Just like Disney.
We had such an amazing lunch today.
Oh, it was
we
really
had
good.
Yeah, we had
Mhm.
tomato basil something
Yeah,
soup,
something.
and the bread that we got. Like I gave Erica that Searsport rug hooking recipe. Their bread. Oh my god, so good! I had 4 pieces of bread. Okay,
They were small.
I didn't even use a soup for my spoon. I just did it like this.
It was really good.
That was the best salad.
It
Worth
was.
it.
That's
Yeah.
the best salad you ever
Yeah,
had.
and then she has yellow
Beets?
Beets.
Oh.
Oh, those are
So we have a huge salad bar
Mhm.
here. So
Yep.
she always does a soup or a
Yep.
sandwich, and
Yep.
then the salad bar is there. So
Yep.
there's lots of food for you to eat.
desserts,
Desserts. We had
cool coffee.
raspberry scones and
Yep.
cherry coffee.
So good. Oh my goodness.
That's good.
Especially when you're staying up till midnight.
I heard we're getting these fancy rose looking apple torts or something coming up. You guys are horrible.
It was so much fun. It is. It's so
they
much
were.
fun
They were
here.
just like.
Oh my god! And then I'm up at 7, and I want to get some more work done. I am just having. So
I was
much fun
surprised when I got up here that nobody was up yet.
Yeah, I was not up. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You're kind
quite
of an
ready.
early riser though, Lisa, I feel like.
Yeah,
I
I
am
am.
too.
I don't.
But
Yeah.
thank you for having us, and thank you
You're
for having us.
welcome. You're welcome.
thank
All
you
right,
for
show one of
having
our
us.
projects here. Show this.
Oh, yeah.
one.
Okay.
Remember,
Oh, I
we
have
have
this-
much
this was
more
in a
coming up.
This was in a wool.
It was in a wool box, and now we're
Okay.
letting everybody have it. So this is a
I think this
combo.
was my first wool box.
Yeah, it's on there funny.
Can you? Oh, here we go.
It's 2 pieces though, so I don't know. All right, so it's a runner and a little candle mat there.
Yeah.
And this will be on Comment So coming up.
Okay.
So if
All right.
you
Thanks again.
if you want to if you have never heard of Comment So, go to your app store and download Primitive Gatherings app, and we will register and you can join in on our Comment So where we sell stuff.
Can you reiterate when that, I don't know what it's called, but it's got the lilacs and the robin and you're doing it for Mackinac. When is that one going to be available?
After Mackinac, after we teach it there. So in May, probably toward the end of May.
And that one is called, what's it called?
Spring at Mission Point.
Okay, cool.
All
Thank you.
right. Yes, after live, I need to stop and then start stitching. All right, Charlotte, you want to come on?
Real quick.
Come on.
Well, I don't really want to come on, but here I am. This is one of the projects I want to make.
Uh-huh.
And I just wanted to mention when I saw that project with the robin on, we had robins in our crabapple trees last week.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Crazy robins. What are they thinking now?
Yeah,
it's like
that's-
kind
and
of
this
What
definitely-
did I do?
This is super early too.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a little confused.
They get in those crab apples and they're fermented, and sometimes
get drunk?
fall down, and they're like laying on their little sides and their little legs are going. They're just crazy. But I just had to mention that when you saw that robin, I
Where
thought,
are you
they
from,
nuts.
Charlotte?
I'm from Campbellsport area. This is my first retreat, and
In
I'm making
Wisconsin,
that.
Campbellsport, Wisconsin?
Yep,
Okay.
that's the one.
All
Is
right.
there another one?
And I'm making that king size quilt.
You
Maybe not
are.
today or
You're gonna
tomorrow,
rock
but,
it.
And the wool
And
thing.
that, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have so many fun things here to do. I don't know how they're going to get it. And then, Madeline and I were doing some barn things, and, of course, we had to do this one. Madeline had to do this one. Isn't it good? Yeah, so we'll be drawing those patterns out. Okay. Spring. Comment sold coming up. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else?
You talk about this.
Yeah, she did. She showed it.
Not the pink one, the pink one.
Oh, the pink one? All right, we'll show the pink one here. This one is called Early Spring, and it's on this beautiful kind of faded pink piece of wool. 2 birds. All right, so fun little spring mat. Again, comment sold coming up. All right, so all I have to do is make a couple announcements, pick a winner. Anything else that I need to
I
do?
have a bunch of questions.
All right,
for
bunch of questions. Here we go. Bunny. Bunny. All the bunnies. Coming up. Comment sold.
Where's Buster? He's got him in his cage.
I don't know where Buster is.
There he is.
Buster. 3 bunnies, 4 bunnies.
They're the best.
So fun. All right, Heidi, what are the questions?
Okay.
Can they hear her?
No, you should
Okay.
probably repeat.
You should come up here by me and just talk.
I mean, I guess. Since everybody else was brave, I'll do it too. Okay. Get the Hoyer lift. She's on the floor. Okay.
All right. What are the questions they have for me today?
Here we go. So, can you advise what size papers we will be needing for the garden gatherings mini sew along that's coming up?
I don't know.
No, she can't. Okay.
Nope.
All right. Taking Lisa's Thursday class, will the snowman fabric be available before the class so that we can start?
We're gonna try.
Do you have a video on stem stitching?
Yes.
And they
YouTube.
can, and they can find that on YouTube by searching
Stitch with Lisa Bongean and then search stem stitch.
Okay. Is there going to be a BOM for life on the farm? It was brought up once, but didn't hear anything.
What's life on the farm?
Haley, what's life on the farm?
Jess?
Yes, just
Nobody knows. I know we're gonna do one on Liberty Gatherings.
Mhm.
We're working on that.
were you gonna redo things life?
I don't know what life on the farm is.
Email me.
Yeah, email us. I do not know.
We'll get to the bottom of it. Okay.
And you know, that doesn't mean there isn't one.
Yeah,
okay?
right. We just have a lot going on.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're right and I don't know. Yeah.
Some things don't have their official names yet. So, okay. What is the type or kind of needle / hook used for the rug hooking with wool strips?
Oh, it's called the Oxford Needle Punch by Amy Oxford. So we do have those in our store.
Okay.
Okay.
How long does the red work last if you do not embroider over the red work in the Santa or the snowman? The quilt will go in the washing machine.
Yeah.
So it doesn't bleed, I guess.
No, it's not going to bleed. No. And the Valdani threads are Color Fast.
All right.
So that's why I use that number 5.
Okay. How do you take your sewing machine on an airplane?
Very carefully. I would never, but a lot of people just carry it and put it in the overhead bin. You carry it on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a lot of featherweights, but that's why some people have more than one machine. They have a little, like maybe they have a Bernina, a nice big one. And then when they travel, they take a little bit smaller one with them. And if you have a nice padded case, you carry it on and you put it in the overhead bin.
All right. Do you recommend the dot goose bags for any other types of crafting besides cross stitching?
Oh, I use them for all my wool applique. So, I mean, we could go over there and grab, I'm working on some Dear Santa stuff and I have in one of her bags. They work for anything. And I like it because I can put my light in there, my scissors, my thread balls, and my project. So that's how I do it when I'm on the run.
All right. What is the king size quilt the guest talked about?
Want to
Is
help,
that this
Charlotte?
guy?
All right. So we're going to go this way. Here we go. So this can be made in king, queen, and twin. So the twin would only be 3 hearts and the queen would be 4. And it's super simple because all you are making is this section here, and then you put width of fabric by this is 110 because I'm going to put it 110 this way over my bed, and then 30 inches on the bottom. So this lands about 3/4 of the way down the quilt, and then your pillows are right about here. So this just goes under the pillows here, and you have a lot of negative space where, like, if my sweatshirt was a pillow, you see how nice that would look on the top next to your bed pillows and then your decorative pillows. So it's an easy block to stitch. They should have those together no time after we get out of here and get going.
Do you know what color Valdani thread and size to stitch the snowman panel?
Yes. number 5, H207.
And then last but not least, what size papers for the quilt box project?
It's just a quiz for Lisa here.
The main one, 2-inch, right?
Yeah. See, these
If
are
you're
all
talking about Starburst, which is the new ongoing quilt along, it's 2 inches, I believe.
I don't know.
that one. Maybe another email.
Yeah.
We can answer.
Email Heidi and we'll for sure get you that. We'll double check the facts. How's that?
There we go. Without Jess here, we're kind of
Right. Yeah.
getting
Without Jessie
quiz.
here, she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
there's 2 inch in that or whatever.
All right, we got one more, and then we'll call it quits. So, how many balls of thread did you use for Dear Santa?
2.
2 balls of thread.
And almost every bit of it too. Yeah, there was nothing left over. So 2 balls for both those panels you will need. And if you stitch even smaller, like some people stitch really, really tiny, you'll probably go into a 3rd ball. But I stitched fairly medium, not too small. So I only went through 2.
So,
Okay.
Twilight Stars and regular.
Am I going to do finishing instructions for Twilight Stars soon? Hopefully. Now that I got all those island projects off my, that's hard to do 5 projects that you didn't really count on doing because I told Carmen like I would do it, and then it's because I really have a tough itinerary of what I'm working on next. So to stick those in and get those done was not easy for me, but we did it. No problem. All right. Do I need to do announcements this week or not?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. We can
Only
skip a week.
Yeah, there you go. Only if you feel it.
We're skipping. We got sewing to do here.
And besides, they can look at the interactive calendar to find out
Yes.
what's going on.
If you want to know what's going on here, events. All the sites have them. Go there and you can see. All right. So we have Twilight Stars. Do I have my Twilight Stars winner here?
Yeah. and
Okay.
It's
So
it's
these are week 36. 36. We are making 100 of these. And I know some of you are not making 100 of them. And I have to get you those setting triangle measurements. And this winner is Joanne Thielen. You have won our week. It says 35. All right. Yeah, you're week 35 winner. These are blocks for 36. And if we pick your name, you are in line to win either a $200 gift card or we're going to quilt your quilt for you. That's your option you get if we pick you in the grand prize winner. But in the interim, Heidi's going to send you a little mini prize for winning the week. And then just for joining us today and hanging out with us, we sure appreciate you listening to all what we got to talk about here and tell you what's all going on. And hopefully you'll want to come and join us because it's so much fun and we don't want you to miss out because life is short and you need to do the stuff. Okay. So our winners for this live this week, Christy Johnson, Mary Kate Curtis, and Raymond Wessels. You are all winners. Please email Heidi your physical address and she will send you one of her famous prizes. So we appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Email Heidi if you have a question that we didn't get answered for you and she will do it. Take care, everyone. It's time to get stitching.